Hi, I'm Richard Holcomb, and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. We'll see how the New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues. And we'll take a tour of the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. Griffin & Associates has embraced new media and is seeing dramatic results for their clients. But first, let's meet Bob Farrell, publisher of the Business Resource Guide and My ABQ Guide.
Jason Mayer and myself, we worked for a national company out of San Diego doing military and chamber relocation guides, and we decided to start our own publication in Las Vegas for a niche that wasn't there and was serving all the business community. Everywhere that somebody moves, they really need a relocation guide to help them get acclimated to the new area. So we found it wasn't just Las Vegas that could use both of these type of publications, it was every major city that we went to.
In 2008 is when Bob kind of approached me about the idea of starting the Business Resource Guide, or starting a publication in general, and we kind of put together all of the experiences we'd had. Bob is very passionate about connecting people, and that's what makes him a great salesperson.
There are no other magazines that are specifically and uniquely about businesses. So we chose Business Resource Guide because it was a unique publication about businesses. Not only are we pleased with the Business Resource Guide, but during the Business Resource Guide, he also created My ABQ Guide. I'm not here to try to sell Bob. Bob sells himself. He is, what you see is what you get. We continue to advertise because we like the results.
I'd like to introduce you to Kathy Bomsey. She's our Director of Business Development. She's been with the company now for 2 years, just had her anniversary with us, and she does a great job of cultivating business in town.
One of my main tasks is to bring in new clients for Business Resource Guide and My ABQ Guide. I feel proud to stand behind both our publications. I feel proud to have my name on the masthead. I feel they're quality publications and that there's really nothing else like them in town.
You know, I clearly would recommend the Albuquerque Business Resource Guide for businesses looking to work with other businesses. I think it's an excellent way of reaching out to the business community here. So actually, with the relocation guide, we have used it for recruitment of employees that might be moving to town.
As an Air Force veteran, there are a lot of things that I hold dear to me, and one of the things I was doing while I was working here is trying to find what's really important to me, and I found this organization called Paws and Stripes, and they take care of military veterans as well as dogs and animals. They help save both of those.
Paws and Stripes is a nonprofit organization that provides service dogs to disabled veterans who are suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder as well as traumatic brain injuries. What Bob's told us is that he's found a spot in his heart for Paws and Stripes. To be quite honest with you, I have a lot of people that I bump into, especially in the Albuquerque area, that all of a sudden they see the Paws and Stripes truck and they're bringing up the whole, you know, we saw your article in the Business Resource Guide. And I was like, wow, okay, that's kind of cool. And then you start to realize that we would have never been able to touch these people if it wasn't for that publication. You know, life has a way of coming full circle. And with the help of Bob and the Business Resource Guide and the publication, we've been able to get out and really touch a lot more individuals as far as with what Paws and Stripes does and our mission statements.
Bob Farrell, the musician. I have been playing music my first time on stage. My father was a musician in the Boston area. It's my one release where I can say I'm away from work. I think about just music, and it's a wonderful thing.
Dreams I've always had are coming true. A heart that was alone now beats for two. A life I'll share with you till the end of time. Thank God it all came together to make you mine.
Coming up, high tech and high touch.
When it gets difficult for you or a family member to live alone, it's good to know there's a life-changing option. Beehive Homes, a warm and caring environment for those who need assistance by those who love to give it. Beehive Homes is dedicated to creating an extended family, enhancing the quality of life for our residents and those who love them. Some call it a miracle, some call it home. When you need or want to know more, call us, Beehive Homes, or visit us online at beehivehomes.com.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson with American Tire and Service. Did you know any independent, reputable automotive repair center can provide factory scheduled maintenance under your new vehicle warranty? It's true, you don't need to go to the dealer. You know us, you trust us. So check your owner's manual for scheduled maintenance and let your guys at American Tire do the rest. Engine maintenance, transmission, tire rotation, any scheduled maintenance. American Tire and Service, your guys for all your vehicle maintenance and repairs. See us today.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
What every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Food and clothes.
Not to be hurt.
A good education.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters.
To be loved, valued, and respected.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood or until they can be reunited with their families. With your help, El Ranchito de los Niños will continue its mission for years to come. Learn how you can help. Call us today.
Let's check out Rio Rancho's latest state-of-the-art medical facility.
UNM Sandoval Regional Medical Center's interdisciplinary program for spinal health incorporates a comprehensive approach to achieving total spinal wellness. With an initial focus on non-invasive approaches to improving spine mechanics, our team is focused on offering the best treatments available for addressing spine problems and back pain. We have an interdisciplinary team encompassing the UNM School of Medicine's faculty physicians, allowing us to share the resources and expertise of New Mexico's flagship university.
We're always interested in improving our surgical techniques. We're always interested in making things better for our patients. So when it became possible for us to become involved in a new form of spine surgery that was pioneered by Dr. Anthony Young, a UNM graduate, we felt very excited by that opportunity. You don't have to remove any bone to actually get to the spine to where the problem is. It does not require that you have an anesthetic. You don't need to be put to sleep, so to speak. And also the pain and discomfort following the surgery is minimal, if any.
A year and a half ago, I injured my back lifting a heavy beam, building a barn. And I had an acute onset of pain down my left side into my ankle. And over a course of a year and a half, I had progressive loss of function and increased pain to the point where I couldn't walk more than 50 feet. We managed to have the good fortune of meeting Dr. Harrington. He instantly captured my trust. So I had an endoscopic lumbar discectomy in lieu of a more traditional open procedure, which involves bone resection and a very long recovery time. I believe it only took an hour and a half, and I was done. But in one day, I went from having pain nearly around the clock and unable to walk to feeling no pain at all.
We're also always interested in providing the very best type of care for the individual patient's problems. Spine problems are numerous and different. There are many places within the spine where pain can be generated. A lot of these problems with appropriate lifestyle change or appropriate exercise or appropriate physical therapy may get better on their own. But when they don't get better on their own, we're very interested in doing exactly the right thing.
what I try to do first of all is see if there's something that might benefit a patient that they haven't already experienced. Sometimes it's something very simple, but something they haven't been exposed to. And then sometimes there's a surgical solution, and we just need to figure out exactly what the problem is so that we can get a good surgical procedure for someone. The one that probably has the most long-term science to back it up is the radiofrequency denervation procedures for the facet joints of the neck or the low back. And those procedures, we know how successful they are, we know how to perform them correctly, and if you do it right, you can get somebody pain-free from specific joint pain. It has to be that joint pain for between 6 and 24 months at a time, typically. It's the only thing we have in medicine that really does that.
It's so rewarding to see patients who come in with debilitating back pain and leave smiling, able to do the things they love and have a better quality of life.
Before I have the treatment, I have a lot of pain. I mean, I can barely walk. In fact, I usually walk with a walker at home and a cane when I'm out. But after he gives me the injections, I don't even walk with a cane. It's just absolutely great.
At the UNM Sandoval Regional Medical Center's comprehensive spine program, our focus is total spinal health. If you're suffering from back pain or spinal conditions, we are here for you. We definitely have your back.
Welcome to ABBA Technologies, home of IT Works and CloudWorks. IT solutions tailored specifically for companies like yours, with a few or a few hundred employees anywhere in the country. You're probably no stranger to IT issues, computer crashes, network viruses, slow systems, server crashes, loss of critical data, and costly issues that reduce or even stop productivity. That's why we designed a smart, efficient, and affordable way for you to manage your IT. Meet IT Works.
IT Works is a simple, proactive solution to keep your business running smoothly, no matter where your business is located. It puts our elite team of analysts to work for you 24/7, fixing computer and network problems before they happen, remotely, seamlessly, all for one low, flat monthly fee.
Before we started working with ABBA Technologies, we had an in-house server, and we had one of our employees here who, although not an IT specialist, he was very good at it. And he took care of most of our needs, and anytime we had any issues or anything, it was call Emilio, but Emilio is actually one of our instructors, and so we couldn't always get him right away if we had an issue or problem of some kind. ABBA Technologies became our IT services provider almost a year ago. So it's been great because it frees up Emilio to do what he's supposed to be doing, which is teaching. And we have a lot of classes going on here, so he's very busy. If there's an issue at all, it just is taken care of so quickly, and it's really very nice.
IT Works. It's simple, affordable, proactive, and it keeps your business running smoothly day after day. Simply put, it works.
We're also proud to offer CloudWorks. CloudWorks gives you the opportunity to transfer your applications and data to a secure private cloud with your own cloud server, mail, backup, and security, protecting your entire network in real time. With CloudWorks, you'll never pay for expensive network upgrades again, and you'll sleep better at night knowing you have the highest possible protection against the ever-growing threat of cyber attacks.
Before ABBA, we had the traditional setup where we had desktop computers, we had a server here, and we went through a nightmare where a server went down. And we thought that server had been backed up, and it wasn't. And we had to spend an enormous amount of money replacing the server, hiring somebody to find the information and retrieve it, plus the lost productivity. So it was a nightmare. Now we don't have that problem. Our server is in the cloud. We have cloud desktops. We have our data backed up by ABBA. And with the flat fee service, I never have to worry about another technical problem like a server going down.
Isn't it time you spend less time worrying about your computers and more time focusing on your business?
IT Works and CloudWorks will make your IT simpler, smarter, more efficient, and more affordable. We invite you to connect with us today.
Up next, Griffin & Associates has embraced new media and they're seeing dramatic results for their clients.
We'd like to invite you to First Tuesdays, a networking event created specifically for business owners and executives.
Giving you the opportunity to interact on a personal level with business people just like you.
4:30 to 6:30 at Hotel Albuquerque's Q Bar for free hors d'oeuvres, happy hour cash bar,
And networking with fellow business owners and executives.
It's new, it's social, it's your opportunity to make new connections, build relationships, and share new ideas with your peers.
No pressure, no speakers, no roster, and no rules.
And name tags with first names only, so the focus is on you rather than your company.
It's First Tuesdays for business owners and executives, 4:30 to 6:30 at Hotel Albuquerque's Q Bar.
To register, visit firsttuesdaysabq.com. Be there!
Need office space? 3791 Southern Boulevard in Rio Rancho represents an outstanding value in office space in the heart of Rio Rancho's business district. With clean and versatile space available, 3791 Southern Boulevard is a 2-story office building and offers good visibility with signage opportunities for tenants. There's only one suite of up to 2,700 square feet still available, so act now. For more information, call David at 505-259-3706.
Looking for something fun to do in Albuquerque? Look no further. ABQ365.com is your resource for things to do in ABQ. From food and wine to local culture to sporting events, ABQ365 has something for you to do every day of the year. Check out the 365 days of events. Get out and enjoy all your city has to offer. Go to ABQ365.com to make your plans today. Griffin & Associates has embraced new media and they're seeing dramatic results for their clients.
So the world has moved to this device, and the stats are showing that by the year 2020, which is dangerously close, 6 years from now, over 85% of the world will be using this. And what that means is more and more people today are getting all their information. They're finding your business, they're finding your nonprofit, they're finding your event on a screen this size. So the world really has moved away from the PC and to the phone. So the first thing that every business needs to make sure is that their website is responsive and works well on a screen that is that small. The last thing you want is people to have to sit there on their device and try to make it bigger so they can read it, because if it's too much trouble, guess what? They're going to be on to the next competitor.
So one of our smaller clients, Land of Enchantment Spine Surgery, in looking at all their Google Analytics, we were really able to get in there and determine that over 60% of all the searches to their site, their traditional display site, was happening through mobile devices. In response to that, we went ahead and built out a responsive site for Land of Enchantment Spine. And the site is an exact mirror of anything that you would be exposed to on the display side. You also can search it with your mobile device as well. And we've noticed since we went to the responsive site for Land of Enchantment Spine Surgery that traffic to the website has gone up. The number of pages viewed has skyrocketed, and then also the average site duration is well over 3 to 5 minutes.
Everything really is online today, and that is great news because we can hone in and target the exact audience that we're trying to reach. So in the old days when I was in school 30 years ago, it was all about reaching the masses. So advertising was all about how many millions of impressions are you getting, and you spent millions of dollars to reach those millions of people. Today we can hone in and reach the 1,000 people or the 100 people or the 10 people or the one person that you're wanting to reach, and you're only going to pay to reach that person.
One of the major tools that we've been using in the kind of new media world is Facebook advertising, LinkedIn advertising. What's really cool about those things is that they're highly targeted,
and you're speaking to just the audience that you want to be speaking to. You can target by zip code, by city, by state. It's really neat, all the stuff that you can do now, and all of the analytics that Facebook has in the back end allows you to see what's working and what's not. One of the clients that we've had a lot of success with is the town of Taos. We have a sign up on their website. We also have a sign up at the visitor center so people can opt into the list. And we average about 15 to 20% opening rate with that, and probably 10% click-through rate.
So in today's world, the media is changing so quickly, and what I find for a lot of businesses and business people that I talk to is they're completely overwhelmed. They're stymied. It's like, oh my God, do I Twitter, do I Facebook, do I buy social media, do I get a responsive website, do I buy bathroom stall advertising? I'm just like, I don't know where to go next. So if you find yourself in that position, let us talk to you. We always give a complimentary consultation. Can take a look at your business and your organization and help you sort through all the options and figure out what is the best plan for you.
Up next, we'll see how the New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues.
The Vietnam Veterans Memorial State Park in Angel Fire was the first in the nation to commemorate our Vietnam veterans. This very special place was built by Dr. Victor and Jean Westfall in memory of their son who was killed during the conflict. The David Westfall Veterans Foundation has been established to honor all of America's veterans and members of its military forces. Please consider making a donation to this place of reunion, reflection, healing, and a place for sharing experiences. AngelFireMemorial.com. Donate today.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? What makes one shop better than another? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. Experience? The more the better. Knowledge? Cars are complicated nowadays, and believe me, these mechanics need to know a lot. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives a mechanic to do the right thing every time. At American Tire, it's the first thing we look for in a mechanic. Of course they have the training, the certifications, the experience, and the knowledge. But heart is what makes it all work for you and for us. Our entire team is dedicated to professional service. We all know that's what it takes to bring you back. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you. Come ask for me by name, Doug Wilson. I'd love to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
What you don't need when it's time to close your mortgage is a nameless, faceless voice at the other end of a 1-800 number. What you do need is a licensed local loan officer who will attend your closing, sit with you, and answer every one of the questions that you will surely have as you read and sign over 57 legal documents. At Frost Mortgage, we're licensed, we're professional, and we're local. We don't just close loans, we open doors.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute is changing the lives of New Mexicans who suffer from sinus issues.
Thousands of New Mexicans suffer from breathing issues, sinus infection and headaches, severe allergies, loss of hearing, taste and smell, and other ear, nose, and throat issues. The good news is there's help. The New Mexico Sinus Institute.
I love helping people, and I love watching them get better. They come in, they're feeling miserable, and we do sinus surgery or whatever surgery, taking out tonsils, and then over the next couple of weeks you just see them get better. You see their pain and their suffering go away. It's very rewarding, and I think that's why most doctors go into it, is because they love to help people. And I love the patient population. You know, we see people from pediatric patients need their tonsils out, all the way up to older people who have hearing loss. And then the procedures, it's fun to be able to take care of people and actually do something that's going to make a difference, in usually a relatively short amount of time.
I saw a patient today that said that he was back to doing hobbies that he had been unable to do previously because of the fatigue and the discomfort that he had from his chronic sinus pressure.
With the sinus surgery, I do a lot of sinus surgery. Those patients are begging for surgery. There's not many surgeries that you do where people come in asking for it, they really want it, and they're excited to be better. We've set up a healthcare system basically in this practice where we have physician assistants who work with me. We can cover the whole state and be able to provide care to people who normally wouldn't be able to get in.
I'm Jeff Davis. I'm a physician assistant, and I work alongside with Dr. Alexander as one of his team members to see patients in a quick and efficient manner. It's very satisfactory to see them leave our clinic feeling a lot better.
And there's no long waits to get in to see us. Usually we can get them in within the same day or the next couple of days. And people who live in outreaches like Lovington or Hobbs, oftentimes they have to drive great distances to get health care. We want to do it to where they can have surgery, they can be treated within their hometown, and then get appointments relatively quickly.
Dr. Alexander, his staff, his office, everybody's professional, and if you need to see an ENT, this is the place you want to go. They take great care of you, and they're wonderful people.
The New Mexico Sinus Institute has expanded to 5 clinics throughout the state: Rio Rancho, Los Alamos, Taos, Roswell, and Hobbs, bringing ear, nose, and throat care directly to patients. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 1-855-81-SINUS.
The Indian Pueblo Cultural Center is an exciting destination for tourists and locals. From our amazing cuisine to our ever-changing exhibits, events, and dances, you'll love every minute you spend with us. So let's take a look. The Pueblo Harvest Cafe will bring you back again and again for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy Native American foods, New Mexican favorites, and tempting drinks, all in a beautiful setting with live music on the patio every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening throughout the spring and summer months. For personal treasures and unique gifts, you'll enjoy the Shumakoloa Gift Shop. It's filled with traditional and contemporary arts and crafts by artisans from our 19 New Mexico pueblos. Our courtyard is home to Native American dances from various pueblos, every weekend year-round, providing you with amazing photo opportunities as you take in the sights and sounds you'll remember for a lifetime. Walk back through generations of history, art, and culture, dramatically brought to life in our lower-level museum. See pottery and artifacts dating back more than 1,000 years as you discover rich nuggets of information about early inhabitants of New Mexico. You can further explore New Mexico's Native American culture, history, and language in our permanent collections exhibitions, where you'll learn fascinating details about our 19 Pueblo tribes. You'll also enjoy our ever-changing Native American art, educational, and historical displays in the halls of our Avanu Gallery. You'll want to check our calendar frequently for year-round events and exhibitions, including arts and crafts shows, fashion show, and more, giving you more reasons to visit us here at the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. Parking is free. Banquet and meeting rooms are available. Our Four Winds Travel Center is conveniently located on the grounds, and our Holiday Inn and Suites is just across the street. We invite you to explore, learn, enjoy, shop, and dine with us at this wonderful special place called the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center.
That's all the time we have this week on Who Rocks New Mexico. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And while you're out and about this week, if you see our men and women in uniform, stop them and be sure and thank them for their service. If you'd like more information on the folks you saw on today's show, check us out on the web at whorocksnm.com. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.